are rolling out and lawmakers are looking at how to financially recover from the economic impacts of COVID-19, both at the state and federal level. We're taking a deep dive this afternoon at the solutions being proposed. 1 year ago, Governor Polis ordered closures for many businesses in the state to slow the spread of COVID-19, including bars, restaurants, gyms, and casinos. Throughout the last year, businesses have had certain restrictions imposed as the pandemic continued. In the months since, lawmakers at the state and national level have worked to come up with ways to tackle the economic impacts from the public health emergency. So let's take a look. Here's what's happening at the national level. Recently, Congress passed a nearly $2 trillion bill focusing on COVID relief.
I promised the American people, and I guess it's becoming an overused phrase, that help was on the way. But today, with the American Rescue Plan now signed into law, we've delivered on that promise.
And what's on a lot of people's minds is that stimulus money. As a refresher, Americans making less than $75,000 a year will receive $1,400, or couples making less than $150,000. Families can also get $1,400 for each dependent. Congress also passed $300 weekly payments to unemployed Americans and an expansion of the child tax credit.
Because we prepared for the worst, and that is the prudent thing to do. And while the pandemic has been devastating. We've lost 6,000 Coloradans. We've had a lot of folks unemployed. We did prepare for worse.
At the state level, lawmakers recently revealed a series of bills they plan to look at this session, totaling $700 million, all in hopes to help out Colorado's economy. They've divided the Colorado Recovery Plan into these 5 priorities, which you can see here include small businesses and strengthening the state's workforce. Of the $700 million, a good chunk of money is being proposed for infrastructure projects, which the state says could bring in more jobs. Some of these projects include improving corridors and tourism areas, expanding broadband, and creating more affordable housing in downtown areas. Lawmakers have also added in funding for school programs, including summer school and tutoring and mental health screenings. Colorado lawmakers will be discussing all of these bills within that stimulus plan throughout the legislative session. We'll let you know as soon as they get introduced and get a better idea of what's in them.